So true. The first narration when I heard from Shiva sir, it was like post-COVID, and we have been exposed to so many films on the OTT platform, and why not something like that? We've loved such films. We have loved. You can name Braveheart or Lord of the Rings or Game of Thrones to Apocalypto, anything like, and we have been mesmerized by it, and we watched it multiple times, and we also like, when are we going to do such films? So Shiva sir came up with this idea, what if we go back a few hundred years? Because we do have archaeological evidence which goes back 2,500 years. And what if our people have lived such life? And if they have a complex situation, what would have been, what would have happened? Let's picturize that. And that's how the whole thing came. And it's more a screenplay-oriented film. Shiva himself being an editor first, at the age of 13, he started as an editor, then a cinematographer, and then a director. So he's amazing with green mat shots, and he's amazingly talented with telling a story visually, and of course he would love theater moments. So all put together is Kanguva, a little futuristic. Definitely a never seen before experience will happen with Kanguva.
There's a lot of characters which you get offered which are antagonists, and it it is more important that the story and the screenplay is interesting. The story is not interesting, you can play an antagonist or the main hero of the film, you won't enjoy it because there's nothing that gives to you or satisfies you as an actor. So for me, when I heard, first of all, I was excited because Suriya was the main guy. I mean, I've been a big fan of his, and after that, I never knew Shiva so well. And then when I met Shiva, he had promised me, sir, when you come on the set, you'll be really happy. And I have never been so happy on a set with Shiva. He's like a teddy bear, and he's really, really sweet. So for me, playing this character was very interesting because as you've seen the visuals of the teaser, it is so different. You see a lot of historical films and you see films which are, of that kind of nature you've seen in the recent past itself. But this is taking you into a different world altogether, where you see a period where you've never seen before. And I think to make something like that is a big task. And it's not easy to convince the audiences, but the way Shiva's gone about making the film, you'll enjoy it because it is a story in the end of the day. It is a story which has emotion, which has drama, set in a period which is so different from any what you have never watched in your life before in our Indian film industry. So I think that's what's exciting. That's why I chose to play this character. Yes, it's my first film from India, but from the south side. And it's exciting. I mean, I always try to put myself into characters which are out of my comfort zone. This was totally out of my comfort zone because I don't know the language. And when you don't know the language, when you're performing, it is so difficult because you need to understand what you're trying to portray. And I think with Shiva around, he was such an actor's director. I mean, he was like amazing to be around while you were on set. He really guided me through every scene which I did. And at the end of the day, I just really got into it. And just the way he's thought about how to make my character look with that one white eye and the long hair and the kind of outfits, that itself enhances the character.
I would have said, let's ask Shiva sir, but he's not here, so we'll ask him. I guess it's sort of a different world that they don't really want to showcase right now, but I guess you'll see it soon. Our song is coming out today. Is it out today? At 5 p.m. So yeah, you'll see some of that world, and it's beautiful.
Does the visual show me stingy? Yeah, that is the trust on the director. The conviction of the director is what pushes me to do the budget. Now, the minute we finalized the script, we all knew that this is going to be a little expensive. So we were mentally prepared that we have to do this budget for this film to justify the script. So that's how the script actually demanded the budget. So we have done the budget.
I think audience are always ready. They watch every language film all over the world. They are able to watch, and we have all top ranking films. When you just switch on any OTT platform, they say like these are the top listed films, and these are all foreign language films, other made in another country. But audience are always been ahead of filmmakers. I would say we just have to catch up with them, and they're always receiving. We always have. It's a big ocean. Anybody can sail, anybody can put out a boat, and everybody can they can have their own space, is what I want to say. Like anybody who would want to venture, who want to be adventurous, will be welcomed, will be accepted. So it's when we are ready and how we are pushing ourselves. It's been 27 years and we want to push boundaries, and that's why Kanguva. We didn't want to again be in a comfort zone. We want to, like, none of the directors or a producer or a cameraman, we all have never been in a set like that. What Shiva has created or what he has thought of, I think is a little ahead of time, and we would always want to push ourselves and not be in a comfort zone.
It's amazing. I mean, we are India, and we have so many languages, and it's always been there. It always existed that there was great films made from South cinema, and there were great films made in Hindi cinema and other regional parts of our country. But now times have changed. The world has become smaller, and they become more aware of how India is and what kind of movies are made. And it's really nice to see that it's no more Hindi film or a Tamil film, or a Telugu film or Malayalam film. It's become pan-Indian films. So it's really nice to see that happening. I mean, it's great for me. I'm enjoying working with some great filmmakers and great actors from South. So I'm just very lucky that this all is happening, and I think the future is this. I mean, thanks to the audiences, because of OTT, I think a lot of people got more aware of the South cinema.
आप देख रहे हैं सौगंध टीवी, सौगंध वतन की।